Good morning, all my beauties. I hope you guys rested well. I went ahead and decided to go live because I don't want people saying, oh, she edited it. You know how people talk on these streets. So if you're new to my channel, I go by Betty or I go by B-Dub. Today we are going to be doing a frontal install with baby hairs. This will be my second time. I want to do this in 30 minutes or less. They say that each time gets easier. So before I start, I'm going to be putting some of this on my edges right here. This is a edge control by GoPull. Smells really good, but I want to put some of that on my edges before I do anything. Today, I'm also going to be using Got to Be Glue bonding spray, or the bonding gel, sorry. I'm going to be using the gel. I already did my wig before I started this morning, so that that could be done so that it would match my scalp and all that stuff. I didn't have to do much to it. I just put a little bit of concealer and a little bit of bronzer on there, and then I put some hairspray. Then I dried it, and then I put a little bit more on my, or I put my actual makeup color on it, and that way that you cannot really tell at all that it is a wig, because that's one of the things that people look for on a wig. Can they see the plugs in it and all that? That's one of the main things that people have problems with. Can they see the plugs? If they can see the plugs, it's a problem, type of thing. But anyway, so I'm doing all this real quick, getting all this done. But I didn't want people to say, oh, she edited it, blah, 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 because I'm doing this fast today. I'm going to show you guys that from the first time that I did it, I learned how to do it faster. And so now I'm taking my Got to Be glue, bonding glue. I'm going to also put that around my edges. It just helps to keep everything back. That way we're still protecting our edges while we put the edge stuff on there. Just keeping your edges protected is really important in putting any kind of wigs on. Just want to really specify that. Once it gets a little bit sticky, after I put the dryer to it, then we'll be ready to go. Then I'll be putting on the wig cap. And I've got to get, looks like a towel. So give me just 1 second here. All right, we are getting this done fast. We're already 3 minutes in. We're going to get this done fast. It's not going to be like last time where it took us forever. As I said, it should be able to be installed within 10 minutes, this wig. So we're going to see. Can we install this wig within 10 minutes and be up and ready to go? Just a little extra protection. You don't have to do that. I'm doing it. All right, so I already pre-done my ears. So time to put it on. I'm already on top of it. Just got to make it where I can see. Just want to be able to see. Take this around like this. Make sure that's all down. Oh, that's good enough. All right. So take my little glue again. I'm going to be doing one side, this side, and I'm going to be going about right to here, right close to my hairline, but not at my hairline. Going to be taking my rat comb like this, putting it and applying it. See, I have a widow's peak, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for me because I have a widow's peak. So if you have a widow's peak, just know it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for you. All right, there's our first one. I'm going to put one more on there. Just make sure we got it good. As I said, I start from this side right here. Want to get as close to the hairline as you can. You just don't want to touch your hairline. It's okay. I mean, this is not going to ruin your hairline. You just don't want to touch your hairline. So you want to get as close as you can to it without touching it. I'm going to be making like a cut right here where it's going to keep all of this together right here. But I want to get close enough to my hairline. And as I said, my hairline is actually very high up, and it has a widow's peak, which makes it a little bit difficult. So if you got a hairline like me, you got a real high hairline, it isn't really difficult. It's not as bad, but you just got to make sure that you get everywhere without getting by your hair. This gel. Dum, dum, dum. All right, time to cut. And I'm going to cut right up here. And I'm going to get as close to my hairline as possible. I'm going to work on one side and go to the other. It's better to work in sections. I can finally see, yay. If I can get my hat here. Got to kind of undo it while you're doing it because it's glued. I want to get as close to my hairline as I can. I don't have to do so much of melting and all that other stuff like that on my hairline. Put some more glue on that right there. As you go, if you see something like that, just put a little bit more glue on there. Weigh you down like that. But this makes it snatched. That way you ain't got all that problem. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I want to come up like so. I cannot see with these scissors here. Oh. Let's see here. Betty. All right. Now, might have cut too much right there on my hair, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll bring it back out and glue it. All right. That's the good thing about this. You can bring it back out. Bring it back down like this, and you can glue it. Glue, glue, glue. And if this doesn't work, then we have to do a different one. The hat is not really what I'm worried about. Hat, yeah, I'm not really worried about it. Yuck. But yeah, I'm not really worried. Because since this is bonding stuff, it does not mess your hair up. So I'm not really that worried about it. Just getting this cut. Getting in here to cut this. There we go. We may just do it without a cap if it keeps doing this, because I do not want to sit here like this. Put some more glue on it. See if it'll work. I don't know. We'll see. Needs to dry. So we're going to be here for a minute. I've seen some people put wigs on without a cap at all. My little scissors here. I got these older scissors that used to be Steven's grandma's because they work so much better. But they're a little bit older, so to work with them, they're a little bit older. And they will cut your face, so you gotta be very, very careful not to cut your face off. Let's go. Come on. I'm already over this. It's starting to glue on me. All right. Yeah, everybody's like, what are you doing, Betty? You're cutting it so short. Yes, because I don't want to have to blend so much, and I don't want my cap showing. So I got a different technique I'm doing. Everybody always has their different techniques that they do, and I'm doing mine right now. So I wanted this bonding glue. All right. Perfect. Now it says to use cool. So this right here is my fan. I'm going to use cool instead of hot and let it do its thing while I wash my hands over here. And I'm also going to spray come down here, baby. Just make sure we don't. It's going to match, the wig will match the color of my hair, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's still good to kind of cover all if you can. Then I'm going to take some bonding glue and I'm going to put it on the back, which I never seen nobody do this, but I thought, well, why don't anybody ever glue the back? The back needs to be glued down. That don't make no sense. Nobody ever glues the back down. Why don't you glue the back down? So I'm gluing the back down. Not sure why they don't glue the back down. Guess I just figure it'll stay. You got to make sure it's going to stay though. Good morning to all watching. I hope you're learning something. All right. We're almost done with that. Now we're going to throw the wig on. See where we need to place it. Now, like I said before, if you're just now getting in here, I already done the middle part, and I put some because it's already pre-plucked and stuff. And so I put some stuff on it to make it look like my skin, which is my foundation and stuff like that. So, yeah, I already did all that. Now, we are going to stick her on. We're going to make sure that we get her properly. Make sure that she is exactly right in the middle of my nose, where she's supposed to be. Looks like she's straight. This is what she's going to look like when she's done. She's beautiful. These are the little baby hairs that's pre-cut. So with these little baby hairs, because I don't want them to be lost again like the other ones were, I'm going to probably put them in a little ponytail or something, because they get lost when you start gluing down stuff, they get lost. So, or if I had a clip, I have a clip somewhere. Hang on, I might have a bobby pin. I need a bobby pin. My friend was right. Night Owl was right. Better get you a bobby pin. So that's the next thing I'm going to do is invest in bobby pins. Now, I'm not a professional at any of this, so I'm just now learning myself everything that I'm doing. So, yeah. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them right there with a little bobby clip. That way that I have them still and all that. All right. Now this is an HD lace, which means that people say that they get really spoiled with this lace because it's much easier to melt. Number one, which I can see that it's much easier to melt. Which actually, I think I'm going to cut around the ear, because last time I didn't cut around the ear good enough before I even start gluing down. So I'm going to take this. Where's my clip at? I need a clip to clip back my hair. Be right back. While I'm doing that, I'm going to plug in my hot comb. Get it ready because I'm going to be using it to lay it down. And as I get more used to these, I'm not going to be as afraid to do stuff with these wigs, to where I'm scared to I'm scared to touch it. Oh, I don't want to mess it up, No, it's my hair. I'm not going to mess it up. Why would I think that? It's my hair. All right. Now, we can see a little bit better as to what I'm doing here. Got some more baby hairs coming out. So this is going to look really, really real. It's going to look really, really real. All right. So before I do anything, I'm going to cut a little bit around my ear here because I do not want it rubbing my ear like it did last time. That hurt. By the way, I cannot see when I'm doing this on this camera. It's very hard to see. But I still have to leave some so that I can melt it. So that way I got that cut. And what else? Need to cut. Hi, babe.
Hi.
Hey. Love you. I love you. Love you. Have a great day. I like this wig a lot. I'll be going to work. let's see here. Let's see if I got it like that. More little baby hairs. But if I got it like that, I should be able to cut all the way around my ear. Except I don't want to cut that little baby hair that it has. But I should be able to. There we go. Now I want to do the same thing for this side. Because these, whenever they get on your ears, they hurt and rub if you don't get them off your ears. You got to get them off your ears. Oh, dang it. Come on. Let's go. These baby hairs. I don't want to get these little baby. There are baby hairs all over. I want to get these little baby. Quit. But I want to get as close as I can to my ear. There we go. That way it's not bothering my ear at all. There we go. All right. See these little baby hair? There's baby hairs everywhere on this one. All right, so trying to see right where my hairline is and everything else. Pull it down. So it's going to be like right around there. I'm going to cut it in the middle and I'm going to do one side at a time. It's easier to work one side at a time than it is to work the whole thing. So, all right, so I'm going to take this one, probably this side first. Pull this up. Start putting my glue on, just like I did a while ago. You can actually just put it on with your finger. It's much easier. Let's go. Let's go, Betty. You can do this. Let's go. Hear my birds chirping? Birds are chirping. It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be a beautiful morning. Tell. Do. It's a beautiful morning. Going. I've been seeing some of the ladies, and they ain't even been wearing any caps. They ain't needed no caps. They just been throwing them on and cutting them. Seriously. All right. I use some hairspray. And then, not so much of hairspray. Not all this is going to be all these baby hairs. My little baby hairs. Look at all these baby hairs. Okay. All right, now. Quit, Victoria. Now I'm also going to use some of this melting spray. Melts really good into your cap. It's really sticky and icky, but it works really well. Melting spray is good. All right. Ooh, that's sticky. Yeah, hold on. It's a little sticky. Then we're going to put my headband on. Dry a little bit and put my headband on. Now we're melting. We're melting. There we go. Now we wait. So while we wait, I have a cigarette. And we're gonna review something as I wait. So it's been 40 minutes. What I've noticed what takes the longest is the cap. That's what actually takes the longest, is mounting the cap and getting the cap to look good. That way you can't see it. That's what takes the longest. And I did it the quickest way too. So some people use caps, some people don't use caps at all. Just depends on if they can get their hair slicked back enough. If they can get their hair slicked back enough, they won't use one. I will say that this wig actually feels a lot more comfortable than the one did the other day. It was comfortable, but it wasn't as comfortable as this wig right here, because the other wig the other day was more, what do you call that? It was rubbing on my ears real bad because I didn't cut the mesh off right here. But I also think the more you get used to them, the more that you like them. But this is very soft. As you can see, I can run my fingers through it. It's very nice wig. It's like this one, we're going up a little bit in the price. So this one is $42.99, I believe. But like, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I can slay a wig, so can you. So can you. You can too. You know, it's not just me. It's not like something just special that I can do. You guys can do it too. And if you have balding or anything like that, you know, that's why they have the frontals, so that it looks more natural. They have them already pre-plucked, which on this one, when I went in the mirror earlier, I seen that I'm going to have to take and I'm going to touch up in the front. I'm going to touch it all up with my makeup. I'm going to take this makeup and a little brush, and I'm going to go through it and touch it up. That way that it doesn't look like it's so, like, it doesn't look like it has the you know, the pluck of the hairs and stuff. But I mean, it's not that hard. It's actually really simple. And if I definitely, clumsy me, can do it and still mess up a little bit and still keep doing it, so can you. You can do it too. You can do it as well. And you know what? It's beautiful. I'm getting to where I just absolutely love wigs. Now this wig, I want to wear this wig for at least a week or so. I even told the wig companies that on each install, I'm going to be wearing it for at least a week or so before I do the next install, because I want to wear it for I want to see how long I can wear it and be comfortable with it, and it stay on my head and be comfortable, you know. And if I have to apply more glue, what do I have to do? You know, I'm learning as I'm going on everything that I'm doing. So I'm not a pro at this or anything. If you're watching this and you're learning from me, I just learned by watching videos and stuff. So I am not a pro at this at all. I'm just learning myself. But this just goes to show that if I can do it, and honestly, like, do it, so can you. You can too. But we are way faster than I was last time. I'll tell you that right now. Last time it took me 2 hours to get to this step. Maybe 2.5 hours before I even got to the baby hairs. So we're at 44 minutes. Yeah, we're zooming along. So we're doing much better than last time. And I feel like it's more comfortable. It's feeling a lot more, you know, like I don't know. I think I'm just getting more used to the wigs themselves and stuff like that. And I'm not sure how long you keep this on, but I'm going to keep this on for a little while. And then the fun part is cutting it and, you know, making sure that it's as close to the hairline as possible. And that way you slay it and nobody can tell. But like I said, the pre-plucked parts right here, I'm going to have to go through with my makeup and just kind of go through it and dab it and stuff like that, you know, to make it not so noticeable. Because the whole plan of having a wig is for people not to know that you're wearing one, period. You don't want people to know. If they ask you, of course, be honest, but you don't want people to know. You don't want them to know. That's why with the women that have balding hair, medical conditions that has made it where their hair's falled out, or they're balding, thinning, and stuff like that. That's why I recommend this. And it's not hard to do. It's like as if you got up in the morning and you was actually fixing your hair to go to work, And they do so much stuff to it, pre-bleach it, pre-pluck it. Like, I guess back in the days, you used to have to sit there and just pluck, pluck, pluck and bleach. You'd have to bleach it and to make it actually match you. And then put your makeup on it and stuff like that. And it was probably like an hour to 2 hours or more of just fixing the wig, making it look natural. I also noticed that the comb back here, you know how normally I don't use the comb? Well, the comb back here, I've been using it, and I put it right underneath my cap here, like my hair, and I push it up in there, and that way it stays really good and tight. That's what I've been using that clip for. The other clips I don't use. This is a company I used to model for, God the Father. And actually, while we're almost done with this, there were some things I was looking at about what was going on with Mr. P. Diddy. Can't believe some of the things that's going on, but I can believe it. I can believe it because it's the dark world, They get so popular, so powerful, that, this is pretty interesting while we're doing this. So hang on one second here. I really like her. She's really good at her research. She really gets into it and gets everything together. So give me just 1 second here. And I'll put her link in the description below so that you will be able to see her. Go to her channel if you would like to. Might as well do something because I don't want to sit here and just entertain the ghost.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Dame Dash, you have just exposed Diddy's billionaire. Can we call him a boo? Yep, the billionaire mogul that took a liking to you. The billionaire Boyle, that billionaire mogul that everybody said turned yourself out. The billionaire that introduced them to these violent delights for violent ends. Y'all, what am I talking about? Listen, I have been on a rabbit hole all day, jumping down the rabbit hole, getting this information with you guys. I even put together a PowerPoint presentation. I don't know if Dame Dash meant to do it on purpose or if he was just talking, but baby, he let all the tapes go. And let me just say, it's not Clive Davis. Now, I'm not saying Clive Davis didn't invest in Diddy, but baby, Clive Davis did not put Diddy on the map like this. If you look at Diddy's financial worth, and we're going to get into my PowerPoint presentation, if you look at, sorry, I'm trying to okay, there we go. My lighting's off. If you look at Diddy's trajectory, now don't get me wrong, he made a pretty penny defrauding bad boy artists. He 100% did. To that, I can attest, right? And to everybody else crying and Mace like, playing thug in the camera. Yeah, I'm the only one not scared. Y'all remember when Mace was in the camera barking big and bad at Diddy? Not saying he didn't deserve it. But here's the thing people don't realize with Clive Davis, okay? Clive Davis and Diddy 100% helped each other. However, if you guys don't know, Cassie's lawyer actually hinted in the filing that Clive Davis was also maybe money laundering for Diddy and BMF at that time. BMF, I'm gonna take y'all real quick. BMF had close to 500 million on the street. Back then in 1990 something, that was like having $1.5 billion. Clive Davis might be in trouble for the money he took in to the record company, perhaps, right? Washed and then threw it back. Now, this has not been independent calculation based on paragraph 21 in the complaint that Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigmore, actually supplied to the court for Diddy's second victim. But that's not it, right? Because Dame Dash accidentally gave up the tapes, or maybe he was giving it up. Because at the end of the day, Dame Dash has been done dirty by so many people in the record industry. He really has, right? And he's the only one that hasn't come out with anything creepy about him. I mean, aside from the Aaliyah stuff, but I don't really know the whole story with that. So what is the interview from Dame Dash that set it all off? And y'all, I swear it's not Clive Davis. Let me just get into the Clive Davis thing really quick. And then I'm going to show you the video. Then I'm going to show you what I've been spending all day researching so people can take it, not credit me, and put it on their channels. Like, oh, guys, I've been working so hard, right? Okay, now here's the thing. I'm not saying Clive Davis isn't shady. I'm not saying Clive Davis didn't do mess to Whitney. I don't know anything about that. We're not talking about that today, class, okay? Let's focus. Clive Davis did put Diddy on the map musically, and Diddy did steal a lot from Bad Boy artists, but let's not forget that Diddy was basically an employee. He got a cut of stuff, and it definitely turned him into a millionaire, but baby, it did not put him on the map as a millionaire on to way to billionaire. What put Diddy on the map for the millionaire and billionaire, right, were his investments, was Sean John, was Ciroc, was Diego, Liquors, was actually Revolt TV. Diddy's business dealings put him on the map. Clive Davis just helped him turn into a low millionaire. Like when he was messing with Clive Davis, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of money, but he had accumulated somewhere after his expenses between 11 million and 43 million, depending on who you believe. A lot of money, but nowhere near billionaire status. Nowhere even near 100 millionaire status. Let's be real. Again, he was stealing from the artists, but there were people on top of him, like the record industry, that was taking a bigger cut. Now, who was this person? Y'all got evidence. I got pictures. We're going to wrap this together. But also, y'all need to realize something else, right? These violent delights have violent ends. I remember I was showing the video last night of Puffy and his mom. I am not implying, but I am saying that I don't think someone just grows up thinking, I'm going to have a freak off of white fingernails. I don't think. I think that people are introduced to the lifestyle. People are turned out. And then, like, you know, they're turned out and they start turning other people out. This is my opinion. So who introduced him to a wild kind of, if you believe what the streets are saying, deviant sort of lifestyle? I believe it's also this billionaire mogul. Yes, I got receipts. Yes, I'm going to bring it to you. And I want to hear in the comments what y'all got to say. I've been all day researching this mess for y'all, because y'all know I usually be putting out a million videos. I'll put them out after. And I'm going to keep working until past midnight. But I wanted to bring you guys this. Okay, right? Listen, here we go. Here we go, right? Listen. Are y'all paying attention? Okay, let me stop. Okay, so here is the video that dropped on the Jasmine brand that started all this with my rabbit hole. I'm going to take y'all through where I went, and I'm going to show you the type of mess and where the freak offs came from, all right? And Diddy's billionaire sugar daddy. Now, I do want to say one thing. Diddy maintains his innocence. He says he did nothing awful. He says that everything was consensual. He says that he's not going to let people besmirch. Okay. This is the streets talking. I have it upon information and or belief that this stuff was presented. I'm bringing it to y'all. All right. Okay. Y'all ready for Law and Orders? TISA Victims Unit. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, listen to this Dame Dash interview. It's only for a minute, right? And then we're going to go down the rabbit hole. Let's go. Let's put him on the big screen. Listen to this. Because when I first heard this, I was like, what the heck is Dame Dash talking about? How is Dame Dash breaks down Diddy's deal with Revolt TV? Because when I first heard it, I'm like, Dame, what are you talking about? But that's Dame. He likes to speak in riddle. Baby, I solved the riddle. Let's go.
There was this initiative about 10 years ago that Comcast wanted black-owned networks. And
Okay.
I was talking to them, but they told me I had to show them $100 million because Magic and Oprah had took so many loans. So I'm like, if I got to go get 100, how are you going to think that's black? I'm not going to be able to get $100 million of black money. So I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to make $100 million worth of content. And then then I'll go back. But Comcast is nothing but distribution. But what happens when you get distributed, you get paid. It's an affiliate kind of thing. So off of off your cable bill, $100, like $4 of that might go to ESPN and $2, whatever. I don't know what Puffin got, but let's say it was $1 or $2. Spectrum told me, what's the difference between you, Puff, and Oprah? And I said, the only thing that's similar is our skin. But because it's a black-owned company doesn't mean it's only for black people. Just because I'm black doesn't mean only black people can digest what I'm doing. What happened with Puff?
Okay, so let's stop it right there, okay? That was, because I was like, wait a second. Dame Dash back then when they were talking about Revolt, he had deep pockets. If you guys don't know, when Puffy was rolling with Clive, yes, he turned into a millionaire, but he hadn't even hit $50 million in actual net assets, okay? He made a lot of people rich. He made himself rich by stealing from the artists. So I started thinking, where the hell did Puffy get $100 million from? Because even Dame Dash said, and I researched, and it seems what he's saying is truthful, that Puffy actually showed off, right? Actually gave $100 million to buy Revolt TV. And I said, where did he get that money? So I started going on the internet, right? And there's been this thing that's been going on the internet in our face, okay? Diddy, the people who helped him go from bad boy to billionaire. This was written in 2014. Now, I do want to point out that Diddy's been calling himself a billionaire for a while, but Forbes will tell you it's only been since Revolt TV that he is able to actually find a billionaire status that actually can be verified, okay? So keep that in mind. He was calling himself a billionaire in 2014. He wasn't actually a billionaire. It couldn't be verified. It wasn't until after a few years after the Revolt TV deal where like James said, Comcast, if you did Revolt TV, he thinks that they get like $1 or $2 from each subscription out of this, that, and the third. He has become a billionaire in the last, 3, 4, official verified billionaire, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we don't want to talk about, he's worth 700. No, that was all cap. Most of his income came in the last, I would say, 4 to 6 years. You see what I'm saying? Really quick, let me just hit these super chats. Somebody says, I think it's Jay-Z. Neil 21981. What's up, mama? It is not Jay-Z. Valentine TV said, hi, Tease. I love your commentary so much. I'm starting my own channel. Always be there, though. Thank you. You guys, go ahead and get Valentine TV a follow. Daddy's Girl, $5. Thank you so much. Said, a massive thank you for keeping us informed. Girls, you're welcome. Good, you're welcome. And thank you. Okay. All right. So let's get into the PowerPoint presentation. All right. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I gave y'all a PowerPoint presentation. Okay. I did it because I wanted to, but hit the like button if you can. I would appreciate it. Or better yet, share this with people. Okay. Right. So the people who helped him go from bad boy to billionaire. Okay. He's a rapper turned businessman who's had a profound effect on pop culture, but he didn't do it on his own. Here are the people who helped Diddy reach the top. All right. So, you know me, I'm like, what are they talking about with this cat? The people. So So I was going down the list. You guys, this article was so hidden. All right. They said, according to Forbes, Diddy is now worth $756 million. While he's surely making his way towards the 10th figure, he didn't reach this level of fame and wealth without some help. Actually, a lot of help. I said, all right, I'm interested. They had about 30 people, but this is the name that really got me. All right. One of the people that helped Diddy along the way was his godfather, Ron Burkle, who invested $100 million in Sean Combs, P. Diddy's Sean John clothing line, and is godfather to Diddy's children. I said, what? Ron Burkle? If you don't know who Ron Burkle is, that name really got on my radar. And I said, what is he doing being godfather to Diddy's children? I didn't even know they were that close, right? Follow the trail, follow the money. So this was the first $100 million that he got invested for Sean John, okay? So did a little deep diving. It gets worse. I looked at Ron Burkle. If you guys don't know who he is, this is a handy chart, right? Just for fun, he purchased the Pittsburgh Penguins, his social house, Media Tech. He owns Relativity Media, Black Book Media, Airbnb, Artist Group International, Foursquare. He also has a Boeing 757. Keep that in your mind. London Townhomes. He owns Harold Lloyd's Estates, which is big real estate holdings in the UK. He owns Americold Logistics, Whole Foods Supermarkets, Barnes and Nobles. He is friends with Bill Clinton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Bono. He invested in fashion, Sean John, The Scoop, Gerard Jeans, Zach Posen, Stephen Webster, and also he was the owner and primary investors of Barney, New York. This is a heavy, heavy hitter. Okay. However, one thing that is, right, interesting, that one of the articles actually said that this guy was the closest thing that Diddy would ever get to a sugar daddy. And I'm going to put this article up, right? Where is it at? We'll forget about that. It's somewhere, right? I'll show it to y'all later. They said it's the closest that Diddy will ever have to a sugar daddy. Let me just actually read you. It's in my notes. 1 second. I have the art. This is very important that you guys hear this mess, all right? They said, if P. Diddy has ever had a sugar daddy, it's Ron Burkle. He has a net worth of around $3 billion. Now, remember when I said earlier, it's funny the way even though the wagons are circling around Diddy and he's going down, right? That it seems like he has somebody super powerful protecting him and super in his corner that won't let him fall. And everybody was like, it's Clive Davis, it's Clive Davis. And I said, maybe, but I think it's somebody more influential and someone more powerful than Clive Davis. Would someone with a net worth of $3 billion actually do it? Someone that is a power player in the music industry and in Hollywood, and more importantly, in investments. But let's keep going. Burkle's a partner because, baby, we haven't gotten to the dark side of this maybe billionaire sugar daddy that Diddy has that turned him the F out. Let's get into this. They said Burkle is a partner of the private equities and venture capital firm that's merged some of America's biggest supermarket chains. In addition to becoming one of McDonald's biggest suppliers, he has raised 9 figures, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 figures for the Democratic Party. He is a political power player. And somewhere along the lines, he met P. Diddy. He invested $100 million in Sean John for retail expansion and would continue to be Diddy's go-to funder in all of his investments, all of them. Now, here's the thing. Around this time, Diddy and Ron Burkle, a hot little ticket. they were inseparable. They stayed together. They played together to all Hollywood parties. Now, I'm not saying, far be it from me to suggest that there is anything untoward with Ron Burkle's and Diddy's relationship. Far be it from me to suggest that it is anything but a professional relationship. But somewhere along the way, Diddy fell in with Ron Burkle, and they became the dynamic duo. Okay, they were inseparable. Diddy and Ron Burkle were even throwing parties together. At one point, people said that Diddy was basically living with Ron Burkle. They would host massive B-Day parties, joint birthday parties with each other, inviting the likes of Jay-Z, Kanye West, Sanaa Lathan, Amber Rose, Al Sharpton, right? Ron Burkle was so influential. Look at that soft, loving look in Diddy's eyes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that how you sing? But all jokes aside, they became inseparable to the point of everybody wonder, what is the connection? Do they just get along? To the point of Diddy practically moved into his house, and Diddy made this man godfather to his children. On top of that, Ron Burkle, when he lobbied, the streets are saying he lobbied. This has not been independently verified, but you know lobbying is done. He lobbied to have Diddy get a star, I think a Star of Fame or something like that on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He lobbied. When Diddy got that star, I believe, okay, his boo thing, his sugar daddy, literally did, what do you call it? Flipped the tab, okay, and threw one of the biggest, most lavish celebrations people have seen in Hollywood. A lavish party was thrown that Friday night at billionaire Ron Burkle's sprawling Beverly Hills estate, the estate that Diddy was basically living at. Look at the words Diddy used. In addition to the celebrating that monumentous occasion that Diddy had achieved, Diddy said, "It's also like my coming out party here in Hollywood. I don't have nothing to hide about that. If I'm going to come someplace, I'm going to make some noise, and you're going to know I'm here." And I said, that's an interesting way to actually talk about a party that your alleged roommate, very close friend, godfather, you guys are inseparable. You guys are the dynamic duo doing everything together. When he threw you a celebration for getting the Hollywood Walk of Fame that he lobbied to help you get and all his connections, he said, "This is also like my coming out party here in Hollywood. I don't have nothing to hide about that." Okay, Diddy. All right, interesting choice of words, but nonetheless, it is a choice of words. Let's keep going. You guys, again, they were inseparable. Joint birthday parties, hosted Diddy's, in Diddy's words, his coming out party. Now, up until then, Diddy was a well-known fixture in the Hollywood party scene. He was dating Carmen Diaz. He was doing all this stuff. He didn't need okay, fine. Now, on top of that, Diddy and this guy got along so well that he put on his rumored boothing Zach Posen. If you guys didn't know, the 23-year-old fashion whiz Zach Posen caught the eye of Diddy as the hip-hop mogul was going all in on apparel. The two struck a joint venture deal that had Sean John investing in Zach's design company and becoming equal partner. But here's the thing. Diddy met Zach. Diddy invested in Zach's clothing. Now, there was a lot of reporting around that time, very cheeky reporting. It's going to all come together. In April 22nd, 2004, Vogue UK said Zach Posen and P. Diddy make a glamorous fashion coupling. Why? Because at that time, Zach Posen and Diddy were setting off Hollywood's gaydar. There were numerous photos of Diddy and Zach Posen enjoying each other's company. They were surrounded by their Hollywood elite, and they were enjoying the company. And I think it's sweet that Diddy took his good friend Zach Posen and he invested in Zach's company. But really, what Diddy did was put his good friend, billionaire boo, Ron Burkle, onto Zach Posen. See, here's the thing. Diddy always liked to seem like he was flexing. He invested in Zach Posen. He invested in this. He invested in that. When the truth is, he had a billionaire sugar daddy that gave him the money to invest in Zach Posen. They gave him the money to invest in that. Now, we do know that a lot of things Diddy invested in, he didn't get the money back. Okay? He was throwing money around. He always kept Ron Burkle's name out of the media thing because, you know, he's in promotion. Ron Burkle didn't care. This was pennies to him. He invested $100 million in Sean John like it was no problem. He was throwing Diddy parties. He threw Diddy his coming out party. They was so coupled up, right? Now, I'm getting to the point. Let me just get there, y'all. And let me say thank you to everybody of the super chat. Hey, Lisa Tubman, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Chandelier, thank you. I love that. That's cute. Chandelier, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Let's go touch grass and lay in the grass. Zyra Mena, thank you so. Oh, look at your cute daughter. Thank you so much for the super chat. Diana Ross said, thank you so much.
So,
super chat said, you're right. Your info is being shared. Some get credit, some don't. Oh, thank you. I appreciate.
All right. So it took a total of 1 hour and about 20 minutes because I'm going to still lay it down to actually do this one this time. But at least it was an hour and a half quicker than last time. And so I got to get used to doing the cap. It's the cap thing that I'm having a problem with. To where, you know, it doesn't take so long. But I'm going to show you guys how beautiful this wig is in just a moment. And when you have a wig, just treat it like your hair. I mean, but I do have a wig brush, which I will, I did get this on Amazon, so I will put it in the links below if you would like it. It's $5.99 for, you get 2 of them. I absolutely love it. I love this pink right here. I'm loving that. That is really cool looking. It gives it a very uniqueness to it. I love the baby hairs. They're really pretty. It feels very secure. I'm loving it. It's very, very, very soft. I mean, wow. I think I slayed this one too. I think I did. Now, however, I am going to be putting, like I said, a little bit of makeup on it around the very front of it. And I'm going to also take the hot comb to it and bring it up a little bit and, yeah, do that. Other than that, oh, I love her. Look at this. Hairline where? Yeah. She's beautiful. All right, so we're taking the comb to her right now. We're going to go up a little bit right here. We're going to bring her up a little bit. Like that. Kind of like that. Bring her up a little bit. Bring her up. Then we're going to comb her down. Make sure she's all the way down. That way she looks really pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that I have this talent. I don't even know where I got this talent from. Where did I get this talent from? I've never worn wigs in my life. Oh my goodness. And I'm loving the little baby hairs I did right here. They're so cute. This one might need just a little bit of a little, there we go. I wanted them just not too much, but I always like to do something different with them. And oh my gosh, I mean, I don't even know. Like, wow. Okay, so as you can see at the very front, there's not much to see. Like, it is snatch, literally. But I'm still going to put just a little bit of makeup right there, just because I feel like I want to. So I'm going to put just a little bit on there. Maybe just because I'm a perfectionist, I don't know. But because I really don't need to, but I'm going to put a little bit in there. That way that makes it look just a little bit more natural than. I'm loving how they already come pre-plucked and pre-bleached and all that stuff. I can't even imagine if we had to go and do all that. Oh my goodness. That'd be a lot of work compared to what we have to do now, which is hardly any work. Just do a little bit here and there. And this just kind of blends it all in, hides like the little plucked parts, makes it all look natural. This is something that you just learn and you just do by yourself. You just got to do it the way you want to do it. No one can really teach you. It's something you just got to learn. I can't really teach you how to do this. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks so much better. A little bit more. Another thing that's also good is if you take a little bit of dark, just a little bit, and put it in there too. That way it's not so noticeable. Just a little bit. More like the color of your skin, because you want it to look like the color of your skin. So I'm not taking too much of dark. I'm taking more of a light and a little bit of dark. And that way it just matches my skin and just blends all in. Because I want it to blend. That's my main thing, is blend, blend, blend. Blend just like you're blending it on your face, more or less. That's how you want to do it. Then I'm going to take the wax in just 1 second. I'm going to take the wax because I like this. No, SDA, only you, honey. You're my only friend on here. The rest of them are all scared. Scared to say anything. That's all right. We're going pretty far, so we don't care. I slayed this wig too. Look at that. You like that? You like this one, SDA? Yeah, I don't care if the people talk or not, to be honest with you. I'm talking to the people that are coming to watch. And that way they couldn't lie and say, oh, she edited her video. Yeah, no, I didn't. I was live doing this. Thank you. So, yeah. Oh, I love it. It's pretty. It is pretty. You like this one? I know. I don't. They're weird. I don't know what to tell you. I just sit here and watch. I guess I'm entertaining. I don't know. Do you like this one, SDA? I'm gonna bring up my little pink highlight right there. on each side. They just say whatever. Yeah, well, they just don't say nothing. I guess they learn if they don't have nothing nice to say, they don't say nothing at all. I guess. I don't know. I'm looking 28. Oh, thanks, baby. Thank you so much. Now we gave Easy something to bitch about again. Oh my God, Betty's trying to be 28. Fuck. Dude, get a life. Get a fucking life. Besides mine. All right, so I think it looks beautiful. I think it's awesome. I'm loving it. What do you think? You love it? Did I slay it? Did I do it? Look at that. Look at that. Where's the hairline? What? Where? Where? Yeah, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Nowhere. I slayed it. I got to keep this pink hair out, though. It keeps wanting to slide back in there. You like it, SDA? So I did it in 1 hour and 20 minutes, just like I thought that I would earlier when I predicted. So 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I am going to get off of here, and I will start a new live if SDA wants to come in and just chat. SDA, do you want to come in and just chat? Or if not, I'll just watch lives. Oh my gosh, I did such a great job. I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself, really, honestly. I've went up the mountain so many times and fell down, even hurt my knee, even cried many times. Felt like I lost my little puppy many times. Felt like my little puppy died. The way people have made me feel on this internet. And now I'm doing something completely different, and they can't believe their eyes. All right, baby. Will you be careful out there? You have fun. And I will see you on my next live. Soon I'll be going live to do the card readings and stuff like that. So you'll see me then. It's kind of hard to get this one little pink piece to stay in order, though. But we got it. So anyways, I love you. Mwah. To everyone else, click your thumbs up. Leave your comments below. I don't care if they're bad, good, whatever. There is no music, so you can't say nothing about music today. And it took me 1 hour and 20 minutes to do everything. So that means it was an hour and 15 minutes quicker than the last time. No, I'm not going to go live. I'm going to go watch other people and stuff like that. And I got to take my pictures, and I got to let the people know that I done it and, got it all on and everything like that. So anyways, this is the final look. I'll show you the back. And this is her in all her glory. So I will be seeing you soon, SDA. I love you, baby. Mwah, mwah. See ya. I'm out.